So previously, I said that today we are going to cover the 9.2, 9.3, the word problems. But I changed my mind. So what I think right now. I feel those word problems can be our next quiz. So instead of me talking all over the class, it's better to assign you as a kind of quiz or assignment. Okay? This is the first issue. So I will skip the word problems today. And we directly go to section 9.4, which is the area of a triangle. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So all the knowledge you need to solve those word problems are already given in section 9.2, 9.3. And I'm pretty sure that your English is much better than mine. You understand the word problems better than me. All you need to do is just figure out the math, okay? And the math, we already learned about it already. Okay. So,
I have a quick question, sorry.
yes, please.
That quiz will be something that is like take home later on.
Yeah, take home.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking. So, if we made such an arrangement, again, we are one class ahead of our schedule. So here's the thing. I will share my screen. Let's look at the syllabus about our schedule. Share my screen. Okay, this is our syllabus. Okay, look at our schedule. We are on April the 1st, which is the first day. Happy first day, everybody. So today we are going to do 9.4, and 9.4 should be very easy. According to what I feel, it should be very easy. So that was supposed to do for next Tuesday, and next Thursday is also the exam 3 review. So 9 days after today is going to be our third exam. Today, we have two issues during 9.4, and I will also post the application project 3. Okay, I'll post it after class, which is also due 2 weeks later, or 3 weeks later. It will be due more than 3 weeks later, almost 4 weeks later. So next week, we have 2 review classes. Okay, next week we will have 2 review classes. For the first review, I need to go to the courthouse next Tuesday, so I'll not be here next Tuesday. I'll find another graduate student who can help you on next Tuesday. Okay, so at that time, feel free to ask my fellow graduate student any question about the exam 3 review. Okay. Is that clear to you about the arrangement of our class today and next week?
It is.
Yes. So will the take-home quiz be assigned? Will that be assigned today, or is that for next week, Thursday?
It will be assigned by this Friday, by this end of this Friday.
Okay, so we don't have one today?
You do not have an in-class quiz today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for asking. And I think I make it due at the end of next Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. So any more questions? Well. Let's see the schedule. Is that amazing? We only have 2 sections. After today, we only have 2 sections. Well, we are so close to the end of the semester. So let's start. Oh, my document camera. Okay, again, the sunshine problem. So I apologize for the sunshine. Is this good enough for you? Readable?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. So today we're doing section 9.4, the area of triangle. In this class, we begin with the easy way to calculate a triangle. And you actually learned this easy way in your high school already. It's just the height times the base divided by 2. Okay, this is a very easy way. I'm just talking about the general structure of this section. After you learn this easy way, you will consider a more complex way, which you know the side, you know the angle, you know the side, but you do not know the height. That's a more complex way to do situation to handle. Okay, but don't worry, we learned the trigonometric functions already, so we can also figure out the height just based on the side and the angle. So here are 2 questions which can be done very easily. You know the side, you know the angle, then you can figure out the height. Okay, I'm just talking about general structure. Well, then we learn the Heron's formula. This is literally the last formula in today's section. And this formula looks complex, but it's just square root 3 numbers multiply with each other. The S is everything add up together divided by 2. All the sides add up together divided by 2 minus A times S minus B times S minus C. Okay, then you still have another 2 questions. Those 2 questions are just directly application of the Heron's formula, which should be super easy, really, literally super easy, super easy. Okay, that's it. So let's begin. I think we can done with today's class in 40 minutes. Okay. So recall a triangle's area is 1/2 the base times the height. B is the base, H is the height. And the height is an attitude drawn to that base, which means if you have this side as your base, the other point you draw a vertical attitude, a vertical line, to see how long the vertical line is. Okay, so why do we divide by 2? The reason is that if we can make a rectangle based out of this triangle, you see this side, this triangle, 1 and 2 equal, 3 and 4 equal, and those 4 triangles, they add up to this rectangle. The area of this rectangle is B times H, H times B. And you see the triangle is exactly the half of it. Okay. Does anyone has any question why this formula is true? Again, feel free to ask me any question. Feel free to stop me. What happens if we don't know the information about the base and height? Then we need some trig functions to help us find out the height. So Look at this case. You know two sides, and you do not know this height, but you know this angle already. So all you need to do is figure out this height based on the information here. So just based on the information here, can anybody give me a guess what this height is? We learned the knowledge already. Okay, let me give you 2 minutes to think about it. Height equals to what? 2 minutes to think about it. Since we have plenty of time during today's class, I will just give you more time to think about it. 2 minutes to think about it. And we talk again. Yeah, you have the knowledge already. Just think about it. Okay. So does anybody has any idea how to figure out this height?
Since it's a right triangle, couldn't we just do the Pythagorean theorem?
Well, here's the issue. In order to do the Pythagorean theorem, you have to know two sides, right?
Oh, okay.
However, you know this base. This base is more than this side. It also goes beyond to here. Okay. Anybody else has any opinion? Okay. Let me say this. Look at this angle. You have this angle here, and this is a right triangle. This is the corresponding side, which means what is sine C? Right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Right. So if you times both sides with A, switch both sides, that's it. A times sine C. Okay. So anyone has any question? How we get here? Well. Then the area, you know the height already. Just again, 1/2 A times sine C times B. I mean, to move all the letters together, you can write 2ab half times sine c. Okay, that's it. Basically, till this point, we are done with 40% of the class already. Just that easy. Okay, any question about this formula?
That says A times B over 2, correct?
Very good. Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So I intentionally move this B to the front of sine, because if I put here, it may confuse some of you that this is sine C times B. Okay. Actually, I should add a parenthesis to clearly distinguish each part. Okay. Anybody else has any question? Well. I cannot believe that this is on schedule. This is a full class. Let me try to adapt this. Oh, let me try to do this. This sunshine is annoying. Okay, let me turn off my blinder. Okay, great. Successfully get rid of sunshine. Okay, so let's see how to solve this problem. You know two sides, and you know the angle between the two sides. This is side A, this is side C. B is the angle between the two sides. So just to illustrate the idea is that this side is A, C, this angle is B. Okay, just help you to think about it. So again, area equal to, use the formula we just created. Side, first side times the second side divided by 2 times sine the angle. Notice that there is a difference here. Here is AB, the angle is C. But here, the angle is B, side are AC. There's no difference. So let me write this down. No difference. Okay, in the letters. So all you need to do is multiply the two sides. 2 times 4 divided by 2, then times sine 45. What do you have here is 4 times sine 45. Sine 45 is square root of 2 over 2. Eventually you have 2 times square root of 2. Okay. Anyone has any question? So again, let me remind you, don't care so much about the letters. As long as you have two sides, they form an angle, then you can use the formula. Side 1 times sine 2 divided by 2 times sine that angle. Okay, anyone has any question? Well. Look at this question. Question 2. You are taught with two sides y angle, exactly the same formula. Area is 8 times 6 divided by 2 times sine the angle. This is 48. 2, 24. Sine 30 is 1/2. That's it. You're done with this. Anybody else has any question? Does that seem easy?
It does. Would we, and we would always just, I guess, use sine, right?
Yes, use sine. Okay.
Okay.
We derived the formula here already because the angle corresponding to the height. So that's why we always use sine. Okay. As make sure there are two sides, one angle between the two sides, and you are done. Well, I tell you, we're 80% done with today's class already. So let's learn the last formula, Heron's formula. So what is the Heron's formula? The area of a triangle with side ABC is just square root a number. This number is all sides add up together divided by 2 times this number minus A, this number minus B, this number minus C. So this Heron's formula was designed for if you know the three sides of a triangle. You do not know any angle. Is for such a scenario. Okay. Anyone has any question about Heron's formula? Well. So we only have 2 questions left for today's lecture. So let's put Heron's formula here. By the way, is my pronunciation about this word correct? Heron.
Yeah, I think it is.
Heron.
I
Okay,
believe so.
Right.
great. So you know 3 sides, 5, 6, 8. Then just to be extra clear, A is 5, B is 6, C is 8. What is your S? S is A plus B plus C divided by 2. 5, 6, 11, 19 over 2, okay? So what is K? K is square root of 19 over 2, S minus A. S minus B. S minus C. What'd you get? Then leftover drop purely algebra. So 19 over 2. What is 19 over 2 minus 5? I think it's 9 over 2. What is 19 over 2 minus 6? It's 19 over 2 minus 12 over 2. I think 7 over 2. What is 19 over 2 minus 8? It's 19 over 2 minus 16 over 2. 3 over 2. What do you get eventually? This is 19, a prime number. You cannot factor it. But this is 9. 9 is 3 squared. 7, prime number. 3, prime number. So you can only factor out 3 out from the numerator. How about denominator? This is 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. So you have 4 times 4 here. So you can factor out a 4 in the bottom. Okay, eventually you should have 19 inside, 7 inside, 3 inside. So 3 over 4. Wow, this is such a big number. 19.
Professor?
Yes.
I'm sorry to bother you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm too focused on the calculation. I even didn't pay attention to the screen. Ha ha ha. Okay. This is a big number. I'm super lazy. I don't want to calculate it right now. I need somebody, some volunteer to figure out this on their calculator. Okay, just this number, not the square root of it. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to think about what I've written down, and feel free to ask me any question. Okay, 1 minute to think about it, and feel free to ask any question, and tell me what's the number here. So how about this? I give you, let's say 6 minutes, 1 minute for this part, 5 minutes for this question, exactly the same process, okay? Notice how this, I'm sorry, what did you say?
After we solve the 19 times 7 times 3, that's how we leave our final answer. Just sign.
Yeah,
over.
just leave it here,
Okay.
okay? So 5 minutes, do it. Actually 6 minutes, 1 minute for this, 5 minutes for this. Okay, do it. You have the formula, you have all the knowledge already. Okay. So let's come back. Can anyone tell me what's the number here?
I got the square root of 399.
399.
Yes.
Great. Thank you very much. Okay, for this one, again, to be extra clear, you should write what is A is, what is B is, what is C is, then what is S is. So this is 4, 5, this is 9, 9 plus 7, 16 over 2, which is 8. Which is 8, 8 minus 4, 8 minus 5, 8 minus 7, which is square root 8 times 4 times 3 times 1, which is, pay attention to here. What is 8? 8 is 2 times 4. So you have 4, 4 here. You can factor out a 4 to the outside square root. You still have 2 times 3, which is 6. That's it. Anyone has any question? Okay, let's do this. So here's the thing. We're done with section 9.4 already. So easy, so fast. But we still have more than 35 minutes left into this class. So instead of just letting you guys go, and I will talk about the word problems 9.2, 9.3, just to facilitate your own thinking and your own working of that. Okay, so let's look at 9.2, 9.3. The word problem on 9.2, 9.3. Let's look at 9.3 first, because we just learned 9.3. Your memory is still fresh. Here is our module, 9.3 here. So this section was law of cosines, okay? Last time we are done with all the question 1 to 4. We just have this question. In attempting flying to Chicago, to Louisville. Where is Louisville, by the way? Which state? Nobody know?
Kentucky.
Very good, thank you. Kentucky. So in order to fly from Chicago to go to Kentucky to eat the Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is in Louisville, you have to take a plane which has a distance of 330 miles. Unfortunately, the pilot do not understand you want to go to Kentucky to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. he made a evidently mistake that caused a 10-degree in error. Eventually, you remind him, I want Kentucky Fried Chicken. He realized he made a mistake. Then he switched the plane again to Louisville's direction. So if the aircraft maintained a speed of 220 miles per hour, you remind the air pilot 15 minutes after the departure. So what angle should the pilot head toward Louisville? Okay, that's a problem. A pilot problem or a Kentucky Fried Chicken problem. I'm just joking. So again, this problem can be formulated as a triangle problem. You know, Chicago is 330 miles to Louisville, which means this side is 330 miles. And this angle, by mistake, is already 10 degrees. So how about this side from Chicago to where the plane is? This side can be given by the speed and the time you travel. Speed is 220 miles per hour, and 15 minutes is a quarter hour, which is a quarter of this distance. You know this side already. In other words, the question is asking you, what is this angle? Okay? What is this angle? You know this angle is a complementary angle from the angle inside. So if you can figure out this angle inside, 180 degrees minus that give you this angle. Okay? Is that clear for this question? So the whole point is figure out this angle, then take 100 degree, 80 degree minus this angle. You get this. You need to know law of cosine. Okay, we solve so many triangles here. You almost repeat the same process as you did for the question, the example 1 and 2 case. Okay, and my previous solution has been uploaded to the Canvas. So does anybody need any more help on this question? Need me clarify any more thing? Okay, so this is the first question on the quiz. Actually, the second. Let's talk about the first question on the quiz. So law of sines. Well, this time you're not taking a plane, you're taking a cruise. A navigator of a cruise at sea spots 2 lighthouses. She knows to be 3 miles apart along the strait shore. She determines the angle formed by the 2 lighthouses is 15 degrees and 35 degrees. So the question is, how far is the ship from the lighthouse P? This question is actually harder than the previous question. Okay. Because of what? Because you know this side, you know this angle. But you do not know this side, and you do not know this angle, this side. So there should be some trick trick here. The trick is that if you draw a vertical line here, you are actually divide the big triangle into two small triangles. And if this side, let's say is x, just this short piece, very short piece is x, this side is 3 minus x. Okay, if this side is 3 minus x, can anyone tell me what this side is? Okay, let me give you a hint. Let me write down this hint. Let me type in the chart so that you could. Let me type in the chart. Hint. Side. Let's say the shape we use a S, use a capital S to represent. So what is side SQ? It is notice that 3 minus x divided by SQ equal to sine 35. So SQ from okay. So you still don't know what x is, but you can establish a relationship between SQ and x. This is the first relationship you can establish. You can establish a second relationship. The second relationship is using law of sine. So what is angle P, capital P? Is 75, right? Using law of sines. Sine 75 divided by SQ equal to 3 sine 50 divided by 3. That's it. So starting from here, you can figure out SQ. Then you can go backward, figure out what is X. Okay. That's my hint. Feel free to take a screenshot in the chat session. Well. Anyone has any question about the two questions?
Which part was 3 minus x, the larger portion?
Okay. So can you see my mouse?
Yes.
So this is P. This is another point, unlabeled point.
Mhm.
This is the Lx, the distance between P and this unlabeled point.
Mhm.
Then the rest part from this unlabeled part point to Q is 3 minus x. Okay.
So, okay. Yeah.
Great.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you for asking. Anybody else has any question? Well. We are done with today's class. So what should we do? So let me take the attendance. After I take the attendance, feel free to go. And if you have any question, please stay here, talk with me. Somebody sent me an email already. Somebody want to talk with me. So if you have any question, feel free to talk with me. Okay. Do not go. I have not taken attendance yet. Who is that guy or that girl? Always knew before I take the attendance. How do you understand them? What is they are thinking about? Can you understand?
Maybe they just wanted to get the good weather, Professor.
Well. I hope so. So let me remind you this. Those students who attend the class regularly will get some extra grace points, okay? They will get some of the lowest points dropped. You can see the syllabus for details. If you think you are smart, you can figure out all the questions without attending my class. Good luck. You will not receive such a grace points, okay? You will not be taking some of your lowest points off. Just to remind you, that's why I take attendance. That's it for today's class. Stay here if you have any questions, otherwise feel free to go. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
Bye-bye. Hello, Daniel, Mel, Mindy. Anything I can help you? James?
Hi, Professor. My computer just crashed. I just wanted to make sure you got me in the attendance.
So, okay, I will take a note here. Okay, got you.
Thank you.
Bye. Hey, Daniel, is anything I can help you? Daniel? Okay, Daniel, if there is no response, I'm moving you to the waiting room. Okay, and Jane.
So I'm mainly wondering how much I'll have to do to be able to bring my grade up for the semester, because I think that I'm currently failing, and I just want to see how much I need to do to fix that.
Sure, let me check your grade. So on the Canvas right now, you are scored 58.9. So do you know what is the grade in the MyMathLab?
I'm not sure. Let me check. I think it's like 70%.
So you are above the passing line. Right now you are above the passing line.
Nice. What percent of the grade is the Pearson homework?
I think Pearson is 15%, but let me check on the syllabus. So every important information is on the syllabus. Oh, 10%. 10%.
So right now my grade on my math lab is 76%.
Yeah, see, it's 10%.
Okay. The main thing that I've been struggling with in this class so far has been the solving like sine, cosine, and tangent kind of things by themselves, like inverse sine and that kind of thing. I'm not really sure like where to start with that one or what to do for that one. Like, we're a good resource for it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Can you point out a few specific questions?
I'll pull up in the exam thing once.
Yeah, feel free to share your screen.
Let me just unmute. Like with these ones, I'm pretty sure I didn't even understand it enough to even try to put it in. It's like, let me see. See, I had no idea like what to do for 19x plus 8 cosine x or anything, or how to solve for like this one. I had no idea either.
Okay, did you see my solution?
1 second.
Yeah, every time I post something, a homework or assignment, I post a solution.
Yeah. It looks like it's different for this one than the questions.
Well, the solution has two parts, in-class part and calculation
Oh yeah,
part.
yeah.
The calculator part is at the bottom.
So I would just put that in Desmos.
Yeah,
C1y equals 3. Okay.
so you can think of it as a function. You see when it equal to 3. That's it.
Yeah. That does help. I just didn't think to use Desmos for it. I was trying to use a calculator for it and it just wasn't pulling up for it very easily.
Okay, good, good. So here's the thing, when I say calculator, I also mean Desmos.
Yeah. I'm not sure what other things I was struggling with. Like the ones where you'd have to do like a unit circle. I've never really gotten a handle on how to use the quadrants in doing a unit circle thing.
So look at click on home. Click on home.
What was that?
Click on the home of the canvas. Home. You see what?
Yeah. So I'm just not ever sure like when to use it for like solving like things like I know like the all students take calculus thing, but I'm not sure how to apply that to doing an equation.
Well, here's the thing. When you need to figure out a specific angle, you turn to unit circle for help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find it on unit circle. Try to find which value of it is. That's it. So it's a kind of work as a reference. You do not start from the unit circle.
Yeah.
You just in halfway of the trip, you turn this guy for your reference. Then you keep going.
Yeah. Are we allowed to like have this open for exams or anything?
I have not decided yet. I think you need to memorize it.
Okay.
Yeah, you only need to memorize the first quadrant All other values are just flip to the other side, flip to this side, flip to that side.
Yeah.
And you only have 5 values in the first. The 1, 0, 0, 1 is extremely easy. You can just, those 2 values are extremely easy. In fact, you
Yeah.
only have 3 values to memorize. And
Okay.
2 of the 3 values are just symmetric with each other. So you actually only have to memorize 2 values.
Okay. That makes sense. It shouldn't be too hard. I'll try to focus more on knowing and understanding this one.
Yeah. So I would recommend you draw the unit circle on your own. Memorize it, draw on your own. Label all the points, starting from the
Yeah.
first quadrant.
Otherwise, what do you think would be like a good like resource for trying to practice or understand the material a bit better?
So every class, we have a lecture note.
Mhm.
So try to cover my solutions, try to do it on your own. If you
Okay.
cannot figure out, you can go back and watch my video again.
Where do you post the recordings? I wasn't able to find them last time I looked.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Where do you post the recordings of the class? I wasn't able to find it last time.
Okay, let me share the screen. Please stop
Okay.
sharing. So everything important is in the canvas.
Okay.
So you see my screen. This is our class, right? And you click on module, you see what do we have for each week.
Okay.
So for example, this one, for our last class, which is on March the 30th, class recording, it is already underneath the week. You click on it. You see you cannot connect you to YouTube directly. Instead, you click here.
Okay.
So some of you send me an email to talk about the technical difficulty with math.
Okay.
That's it. So you can just adjust to any point which you need help.
Okay.
Look. So I'm sorry.
That helps. I remember I missed a class and I just wasn't able to figure out what to do for it.
Hi Andrew. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I just remember that I had missed one of the classes and I just didn't remember. I just hadn't been able to find it. I think I just ended up reading the chapter for it.
Yes. So let me remind you this again. Every important documents recording are under the module.
Okay.
Click on the module. You see we have class recording. We also have classing notes with my written on it already.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
Thank
look,
you.
I write down what I have written down on the class. And for every assignment, after I grade it, I also post a solution to it.
Okay.
And you just see we have a solution to it. So those are great resources for you to review about our class. And as always, feel free to ask me if you have any question.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Oh,
I think
you're
that's
welcome.
the main things that I was asking about, just for wondering.
Great. So is there anything else I can help you?
Not that I can think of now.
Okay, good, good. Thank you for reaching out.
Of course. Thank you. Have a nice one.
Okay, goodbye. Enjoy the weather.
Bye. You too.